Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to good old Sonic the Hedgehog, 1991. Like the original Sega Genesis Sonic the Hedgehog. I've never actually beaten this game. I played way more of Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 as a kid. So I never really was big into the original Sonic because the first Sonic that I played, was 2. And he controls vastly differently in 2. And I always liked the way he controls in 2 better. I have a lot of games where I've started playing them on like one of the sequels. And when I try to go back to like the original, I'm just like, no. Pokemon Colosseum / Gale of Darkness, for example. Freaking Shadow Pokemon are awesome in Gale of Darkness, but their initial, like, iteration in Colosseum is just bland. It's like, sure, I get it, you know. They've got freaking, you know, like shadow moves. But it's like, there's like 2 shadow moves. And they're not particularly, like, special. I don't remember if the... Whoa, frick. I don't remember if the shadow moves in Colosseum were super effective against everything like they were in Gale of Darkness. But I definitely remember, like, playing XD Gale of Darkness and really enjoying it. And then people were like, oh, you should play Colosseum because it's the first one and it's better. And I tried to play it and I just could not because Shadow Pokemon just worked so differently. And freaking... So, like, I just never got into the original. Because, again, I played the sequel first. And the sequel had improvements. And so when that becomes your, you know, first, it's hard to go back, you know. When your first is already so good, it's hard to want to go back. So, like, the older, not so good. That said, I know plenty of people who would say otherwise. You know, they made Shadow Pokemon too easy or whatever in Gale of Darkness, and it doesn't have the same tone because it's got like the kids and stuff, and like I get it. I see it, you know. One of the neat things about Colosseum was the... Oh my gosh, I always freaking... As soon as I go through there, it's always just straight down into the goalpost. I'm not gonna get all of the emeralds, to be honest. Like, I've never gotten past Spring Yard Zone. And so as it stands, that means I could only ever get 4 emeralds maximum. Without, like, severe usage of, like, save states, I mean. Like, I could probably get them all via the usage of save states. But I don't... Whoa, hang on. We're going backwards. There's no, like, supersonic in this one. So, I'm not concerned about it. If there was, maybe. But this game only has 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. I don't think they had decided on the whole 7 Chaos Emeralds to become supersonic thing yet. I think that was a Sonic 2 choice. I think that was something that they came up with for Sonic 2. According to the, according to the original manual, this is the first time Sonic and Eggman have met. Like, Eggman doesn't even know who Sonic is or anything about him at this point. It's just Sonic came to, I think it's North Island? South Island? Something like that. He came to hang out with his friends and discovered Eggman. And Eggman is like, what's this hedgehog? And Sonic's like, yo, egg butt! I do find it funny, actually, like, I guess his name has just always been Eggman in Japan, and they changed it to Robotnik in America, but they decided during production of Sonic Adventure to switch back to Eggman. And so there's one line in the original Sonic Adventure where, like, Robotnik shows up and Sonic's like, it's Eggman! And Robotnik is like, I am Dr. Robotnik. And then the term Dr. Robotnik is never used ever again in the entire series. Well, until Sonic Generations. But again, only in the English version. Because, like, when you encounter both Eggmans at the end of the game in Generations, Tails is like Eggman reveals himself and they're like, it's Eggman! And then Robotnik reveals himself. And Tails goes, and Dr. Robotnik? But in the original, like, Japanese version, he's just, he sees the other you know, Eggman is just like, 2 Eggmans? It's like, yep, that's what they did in the Japanese version. Oh my god, I hate this. I really dislike these bonus stages. Why? Oh my gosh, I don't know how I managed that. Just get up there. It's the most amount of continues I've ever had, though. Again, why? You frick. This is why I'll never get the Chaos Emeralds. Like, I cannot do these freaking special stages. But at least I've got, what, 3 continues? 2 continues? Something like that. So we won't have to immediately rely on save states, at least. But there probably will come a point. And so, you know, people will just have to deal with that. I'm not a Sonic the Hedgehog master. Freaking, I've never beaten this game. I've only beaten 2 and 3. And Knuckles. I did beat 3 and Knuckles at one point. But I've only done that literally once ever. Mostly because I didn't own Sonic and Knuckles. I only owned, see, this is why I'm gonna stop being able to keep rings. And so we're not gonna see freaking any more bonus stages. Hello. Why? I don't know why that hurt me. I hit him in the face, which is supposed to be his vulnerable spot, which it is. And he died as if he had gotten hit in the vulnerable spot. But then I still took damage, as if I had hit him in his non-vulnerable spots. That makes no sense. Hey, did you see that little glitch there in the graphic? Even when I was a kid, I was able to notice that. I was always like, what the, how did that, why does that, entire block disappear? Oh my gosh. Why does that block disappear? Oh, you frick. Why? Like I said, we're not gonna see any more bonus stages at this point. Hello. Like, the most we could have gotten was, what, 3 Chaos Emeralds? I mean, I suppose if we played, oh my gosh, through everything again, you know, we would have the chance of eventually, attempting to get 6. But, freaking, I've never even collected all of the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2. I've always just used the freaking give all emeralds cheat. It's in the sound menu. The sound test. I'm just not good at the special stages in these games. Well, not in 1 or 2. I can freaking ace the ones in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. but I've never been able to beat the stages in Sonic 1 or 2. Again, Sonic 3 special stages are fun. Where you have to, oh, you frick. Where you have to collect the orbs. Like, those are a lot of fun, and I always really enjoyed those. Bonk. Gotta get those points. Even though they don't matter. Just gotta get those points. How will you be epic if you don't get the high score? I will say, I have played through this and Marble Zone so many times. Or freaking, this and Green Hill Zone, I mean. Because this is Marble Zone. I have played through these two zones so many times. I'm not good. Ah! Case in point. Like, I'm not good at it. But I have played through Green Hill and Marble Zone so much that these are like my best courses. Which, you know, isn't saying much when you see how bad I'm doing. But I legitimately never got past Spring Yard Zone originally. But I did at one point discover the level select code, I think it was. Or maybe it was through Game Genie or something, I don't remember. But it let me skip to the Starlight Zone. Wah! Thanks for that, game. I got, like, sucked into the ground. Whoa, okay. That was a little odd. Yep. I wasn't even trying to go forward. Also, how's like the volume of the game? Is it too quiet? Is it too loud? It sounds good to me, but I have regularly, like, looked back at, like, recordings and been like, holy crap, can't hear the game at all. Whereas here I am, like, thinking, you know, the volume is good. The volume is normal. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I have my Sega Genesis at 10% volume. So ah, you frick! Right as I started to jump, he turned around. Also, you can see a little bug in the graphics here. sometimes when Sonic jumps off of this brick. Where sometimes he won't go into the spin jump. It's real interesting. Ooh, that always gets me. Ah, you frickin'... The title of the music? It's just the zone name. This is just Marble Hill or whatever. Ah, you frickin'. The game was like, no, you always land on that spike. You go back down there and hit that spike. Good lord. Oh, why? Again, and I get no rings. Let's see you deal with this one, Sonic. I don't know what that voice was. That was definitely not Robotnik / Eggman. It's like a Dr. Eggman voice would be more like... Sonic! I am going to defeat you! I think that was just literally the same voice, actually. Let's see you deal with this one, Sonic! Alright, this is when I'm gonna have to start hitting the save state button. Because, one, we're down to what, 1 life left? And 2, freaking, this is Spring Yard Zone. Big purple guy. I mean, yeah, this, like, Eggman and Bowser, like, they were the original, like, they always come back. You know, what? I was in ball form. Why did that? Whoa. And this is why I die in Spring Yard Zone. There's just so many freaking traps here. Oh, secret! Oh, I guess it's just a couple of rings. Okay. Doesn't, like, go anywhere. How many times have you died? Yes. Right. It's so true, though. Ooh! Freaking springs! Really, like, nasty of them to include all of these enemies that have, like, spikes above, but then not give you an ability to actually, like, hurt them. I mean, you do technically, But I'm referring to like in Sonic 2 where you have the spin dash. Like, I don't get that in this at all. Like, if I hit down while I'm moving, I can curl into a ball. But if you're stationary, you can't, like, go into ball. You cannot become ball. Also, if we beat this, like, quick enough, I can always move on to, like, Sonic 2, so. Doubt we'll have time for both, 1, 2, and 3. 3 is especially long. Once you have the Knuckles expansion. I don't know many games that did, like, expansion packs back then. This is definitely one of the first games that I ever encountered to have, really now? Like an expansion pack. I just tried to spin dash. Freaking... Gosh dang it. Sonic is kind of spiky too, no? Yeah, I mean, kinda. But you gotta remember, he's a hedgehog. And contrary to belief, to like normal belief, hedgehog spines aren't like sharp unless they like activate them. You can actually, like, pet their spines perfectly fine. It's only if they have them, like, activated that they become actually, like, sharp and pointy. Otherwise, they're really, really soft. It almost feels like fur. It's really cool, actually. Oh my gosh. Yep. This is where I start to die. Ugh. Like I said, this is where I start to die. This is legitimately the farthest I've ever been. I've never gotten past Act 3. I've never even seen the boss. Like, I have no idea what the boss is in this level. Because I have never seen it. Because I have never gotten past this level. I've seen the rest of the game, and I've, like, beaten the other levels, but I've never sat down and, like, started at Emerald, or Green Hill, excuse me. Never started at Green Hill and gotten to the end of the game. So, ooh. Okay, all right. Boink, boink. Ba, 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 la, ba. Save. Yeah, I didn't have patience for this as a kid either. Especially since, you know, you didn't have save states or anything. You just had to do it legitimately. I could never get past this section. I died every time. Oh, come on. There we go. I see. Wonder if that works in Sonic 2. Because that would solve some of the issues that I have in Casino. Ugh. Hi. Crab people. Yeah, there's a couple spots in Casino that I get stuck sometimes. Casino Night from Sonic 2. Oh, and this is where we die. I've never gotten past that part. This is the farthest I have ever been. I've never been here before. Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, kids games back then had plenty of stuff like that. Pokemon had like a whole casino in some of the originals too. He is high. Oh, I see. I see his stratagem. Oh, I almost fell through the floor. Woo! Yikes! Ugh. No wonder kids grow up so fast. I've never gotten this far into the game before. Holy crap, we're only 30 minutes in and we're already halfway through the game. Labyrinth Zone! This one can be difficult. So once again, I have played all of these levels. And I actually tend to not be too bad at, I mean, I'm not amazing, but tend to not be like too bad at like Labyrinth and Starlight. Scrap Brain will be one of like the worst levels for us. Frickin' Scrap Brain is easily one of the hardest freaking zones. But I'm not too bad at Labyrinth. I have played and gotten through this several times before. I've just never gotten through the Spring Yard. So I'm really happy that we were able to get through that. Whoop, whoop. Ah! Oh, what? It's alright, I do have a continue. Freaking water levels in Sonic. They are almost as bad as ice levels in Mario. They are the bane of my existence. That's all spikes. Good. Why? Every time with that guy. I know he's there. I'm always prepared for him. And yet, still somehow. I freaking get hit. No matter what I do there. Okay, that was just blatant cheating. I was in ball form. Oh yeah, I've had that all the time. Alright, that's just freaking, that was just dumb. Ah! Ooh! I lagged the heck out. You frick. Why? Unfortunately, I really have no advice. Usually I am the one that people are cutting out of their lives. So... Oh my gosh. Got it. Hey, a checkpoint. Haven't seen one of those since freaking Marble Zone. Marble Hill. Like, I don't think we saw a single checkpoint throughout freaking Spring Yard Zone. Oh, this dude. I always forget he's there. Ooh-ah! Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can really do. If everybody was honest, the world would be a much better place. But people just aren't honest for whatever reasons they have. I mean, that's their prerogative, you know. Okay. Urban Zone Act 2. This is the water level. No, it's not. I thought this one was the one where the water, like, pushed you down infinitely. Ooh! There we go. Maybe that's a different Sonic game altogether. The classic. Literally, this is the first game. Yeah, I mean, such is the way of life in general, unfortunately. Ugh. I don't know which way to go. I'm just following the ring boxes and hoping this is the right way. Whew! Wait. Save. Bonk. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, you're the only one that can choose how to handle things in your own life, you know. Wow, I got freaking annihilated there. Spikes! Oh my gosh! Need to jump and land on this platform over here, but it was not letting me do that at all. Whee! You can crouch, but it doesn't actually make you any shorter. Or if it does, it's not enough to matter. Yes, this is what I was thinking of. Where you just fall endlessly. Until you can frickin' jump off. But I have never really figured out how this works. There we go. Now that I've pushed the button, now we can go through here. Good grief. But yeah, that's an infinite loop. Which is really kind of cool, honestly. Ba, 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 da. Yeah, that part where you're falling down like the water. Like you'll never reach a bottom. So just keep going down and down and down until you hit the switch there. Nope, there's nothing that way. So I need to go this way. Ooh. Yay, invincibility! Good, I needed that. You can still drown, though. Oh, and that's too high. Oh, let me down. What I think is funny is Sonic gets the ability to go supersonic with the Chaos Emeralds, but Tails can't. Tails can only go super with the Hyper Emeralds, which have only ever appeared in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Oh, you what? Are you serious about that? Ugh. Rude. The game goes max pain mode, right? Whee! Oh boy. Boss time. I don't remember this boss at all. But I do remember the ascent. Is there a boss, or is it just the ascent? Like, does Labyrinth Zone have a boss? Yes. Oh, right, the boss is the ascent. That's right. Frick. Frick. Okay. That's right, you gotta chase Eggman to the top. I do think you fight him once you get to the top, but you have to chase him up that way first. Frickin' spears. You gotta be fast because there's no bubbles. That's it. That's the whole boss. What? Meow. Mittens. Why is he evil? He wants to just turn everything into robots. He thinks it's the superior life form. Something to that effect. Meow. Mittens. I don't remember my Eggman lore. It's been far too long. But yeah, I mean, he wants to rule the world. And that's really all there is to it. He's an evil dictator that wants to rule the world. And that's all that matters to him. Sonic the Hedgehog Wiki. Oop, this is Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog Wiki. According to his info, he is a brilliant scientist with an IQ of 300. Eggman is driven by a desire to conquer the world and establish his own empire, the Eggman Empire. Central to his vision is Eggman Land, a city he seeks to build as the backbone of his regime. His ambitions are fueled by his love of machines and extreme egomania. When Sonic first released, Sega of America named the character Dr. Ivo Robotnik. This name was made by Sega game counselor and designer Dean Seitan. Seitan? Ivo was picked because of its phonetic similarity with the word evil and its reversal to ovi, Latin for eggs, while Robotnik was chosen for its Slavic roots related to work, fitting with the game's industrial themes. Other names considered were Mr. Badwrench and Dr. X. The name change was done without Sonic Team's consent. Sega of America developed their canon in their Sonic Bible document, a reference document used by screenwriters. They established that Robotnik was originally a kind scientist named Dr. Ovi Kintobor, who turned into his current self following a lab accident. The character was depicted with inconsistent designs in the West, often with variations from the Japanese design, such as omitting his glasses and gloves, and exposing completely black eyes. On some occasions, his design from the Dick Entertainment cartoons were used instead, such as in Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. These differences were slowly abandoned over time, and the Japanese canon became the standard. The character was exclusively known as Eggman in Japan and as Robotnik in the West. Sonic Adventure was the first time both names were officially used, the subsequent releases primarily referring to the character as Eggman, where it was established that Ivo Robotnik was his birth name, and Eggman, a nickname coined by Sonic, that the Doctor then adopted. And this is further evidence in Sonic Frontiers, with Eggman establishing his acceptance of the name Eggman as a way to defy Sonic's mockery of him. He also makes acceptance of the name Eggman in Sonic Generations, when Classic Tales refers to Classic Eggman as Dr. Robotnik, to which Eggman responds, "Nobody calls me that anymore." The name Robotnik is occasionally acknowledged for the character's family, and on rare occasions for the character himself. However, the name Eggman is used by Sega predominantly in all forms of media for the character. In the live-action version of the character, as played by Jim Carrey as of 2020, the character has been frequently referred to by both names throughout all films he's appeared in. The Eggman nickname in this context being explained in the films as a result of Sonic nicknaming people after the prime trait he knows them for. For example, Tom Wachowski is Donut Lord, Maddie Wachowski is Pretzel Lady, etc. In Robotnik's case, Sonic identified him by the flying egg-like drones Robotnik primarily uses for his missions, and began referring to him mainly by the shorthand Eggman from then on. I haven't actually seen any of the movies, so... Eggman is an obese human with a small bald head. He has a distinct pinkish nose and a bushy mahogany mustache. His eyes, which are very rarely seen, are colored blue. Eggman's height is 185 centimeters, and he weighs 128 kilograms. That's 6'1" and 282 pounds. Good grief. Freaking 282 pounds, man. Good lord. I mean, he is 6 foot. So while that is still obese, it's not as bad as it could be if he was, you know, shorter. Whoa! This guy always gets me. Starlight Zone! Ah! I swear I'm not usually this bad. What does the kitty want? Just wants attention. She's been out here on her own all day. And so now she's like, oh, none of the other cats have been around. Now I want attention. Give the kitty some pats. I mean, I did. But then she got annoyed when I stopped petting her so that I could go back to the game. Really now? Wait. I'm usually not this bad at this level. What? The bedroom's open, you know. You can go in and actually get attention from the others. And you really can. She is my mom's fat cat. Like, this cat is literally like 5 or 6 pounds. It's kind of ridiculous how fat this cat is. Actually, she's probably way more than that. She's probably like 15 pounds, if I were to be honest. That's how fat she is. See? Easy. Starlight is usually the level I don't have a lot of issues with. Once I discovered the level select code as a kid, I like to come back here because I really liked this zone. With all the like sparkly, shiny stars and stuff. And like the city in the background. Ah! I do wish they'd bring back some of these old zones. Like, not this, like, the exact same, like, layout. But like, you know, in a future Sonic game, you go back to Starlight Zone or something, you know. I think I'm supposed to use this fan to somehow build up enough speed to get up there, but I don't know how. That worked. Well, that worked well enough. Oh, look! We already beat the zone! Like I said, this is one of the ones I don't have a lot of trouble with. Freaking next level, though, we are going to get destroyed. Over and over again. Like, just gonna be honest. There is no question about how much we are going to get destroyed once we enter Scrap Brain. Oh! Why? I was invincible. Oh my gosh. Frick this. I'm gonna take the lower path. Never mind. The lower path leads me here. Ah! Frick you. I'm gonna take the other lower path then. Aw. But yeah, this is a really cool looking zone. It's like semi-high tech, like kind of futuristic city landscape during the night. This was always one of my favorite, like, visuals in the game. I don't know that I would say it's, was one of my favorite zones, just visually, it was one of my favorite zones. Ah! Now why? Lower path to the grave. Yeah. I will admit, I don't remember this level. So I am struggling a lot. Those guys are just straight up invincible, so that's good to know. They're not like the Sonic 3 variations where you can actually kill them. You frick. A what? Really? You're freaking stick me between two fans. And then you have the nerve to be like, oh, and by the way, there's just bombs in the middle of the two fans. Good luck! Oh, okay. Fine. I'm going down. The game really seems to want me to go down this way. Frickin' A, dude. If I didn't live with family, I would be, like, cursing big time. What am I supposed to do there? I get stuck between two fans. And then it's just bombs. I don't remember this level at all, dude. I honestly don't. This feels a little more familiar. I think maybe this is the way I usually go. Or maybe, you know, it's just the same freaking 7 loops that have been in the level thus far. Hi! Spike platform! 'Cause why not? Why just have a swinging platform when you can have a swinging spike platform? A normal swinging platform would be boring, you know? Gotta get the spikes in there. Oh! I'm sorry, what was I supposed to do there? Hey, here we go. Thanks for that. I wanted to save state. Bonk. This is an interesting, like, boss fight. It's just kind of a pain because it kind of goes a little slowly. This is why we save. Save and save often, as they say. I mean, granted, they didn't mean it in this manner, but I don't care. Oh my Luna. I haven't said Luna in freaking ever. Why am I getting spam calls? Freaking stop with the spam calls. Wonk. Bonk. Got him. Ah, you frick. hate this boss so much. This boss is a pain. Oh my gosh. Like, this is literally just the whole boss. You have to freaking use the platforms to either bounce the thing up to him or use it to bounce up. There is no alternatives. Again, it's hydrosity all over again. Except that this came first. Bonk! Why? Oh, it worked. Okay. Thought I missed. Boing. What? Frick you. Frick you. Bonk. Frick you. Got him. Good lord. Right? I do a lot of saving in these old games. Also, I didn't have the stream overlay up. Oh god! Scrap brain! I just love that the very first thing in Scrap Brain is just instant death. Guaranteed. Like, the very first trap is just death. And there is nothing you can do about it. Again, hate this level so much. Oh my gosh. Ah! Disappearing, reappearing platforms. They're a staple in every, like, video game. People love them. Or I should say every platformer. Look at these ones. Freaking spinny platform. Nope. 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 What? I'm so confused. There we go. Hey, it's Skirx. Hello, Skirx. This is why I save stated right before that. Oh, I see. It's a teddy bear. He throws bombs. Bonk. Oh, and I have to do this again now. Ah! What'd I tell ya? Once we get to Scrap Brain, it's gonna be, we're just gonna get destroyed constantly. Like, seriously. Masochist zone, it really is. This place sucks so bad, dude. Alright. But hey, Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 is the end. So, like, the final boss is on Act 3 of this. So we're actually almost done with the game. We've been going for an hour and a half. Been a little bit more liberal with the save states than I expected myself to be. So that's part of it. That's fine. We can play Sonic 2 after this. That's a buzzsaw. Freaking, I didn't know I'm in Wendy's castle. Frick this, dude. Look at this. Fall into the freaking electricity. You fall and you land in electricity. Don't fall and you get hit by fire. Like, what? Really now? Why? Like, we're out of continues, so I don't have a choice. It's either freaking hit the save state or just be screwed, you know? Like, we used all our continues earlier. Thought we had 2, but when we were on the continue screen, it only showed 1. So... Hi, Buzzsaw. Oh, my lord. This is why I thought that this was a, like, deliberate trap by Robotnik. And that this was, like, his grand plan. He was gonna pull Sonic into the Scrap Brain Zone, and that was just it. But apparently not. This is like a factory or something in the canon. I don't actually know the, like, I thought I knew the Sonic, like, 1 lore, but then I discovered that I did not. Why? Yeah, this is not... This level is ridiculous, dude. It is legitimately the last level, so it's understandable that it would be hard, but good lord. Just gonna liberally use some saves. Hey, I noted right in the announcement that I was using save states, you know? Ooh, don't get crushed. Why? Freaking bombs, dude. Those bombs are the worst. Like, legitimately. Those bombs are straight up the worst. Ugh! You would think this part would be easier because you're, you know, not getting chased by the balls. But that's what actually makes it harder. If the balls move so slowly. Like, look at how slowly you have to go through this level, though. It's... like, anytime I try to even remotely go faster, it's just bang, 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 bang. Like, this whole level, it's just... like, everything will kill you if you try to go fast. Which, I mean, to its credit, you know, when the whole idea of the game is speed, it is a very interesting thing to throw as, like, the end boss kind of levels, you know? Everything in the game has taught you speed, and then you get into this freaking level, and it's like, your speed will kill you. Why? I was trying to get those rings. Really? Freaking, I was in ball form. What the? Whatever, game. I was in spike ball form. Ah! God, I hate this level so much. Frick it. Aw, you little piece of poo. I don't have rewind turned on. Plus, it would just basically be the same as using the save states. Oh, my lord. You go even a little bit fast in this level, and you're just done. Good. Of course, you go too freaking slow, and you're also just done. Here we go. Bonk. Scrap Brain Zone, Act 3. It's real interesting that Labyrinth Zone Act 4 basically is Scrap Brain Act 3. And there is no boss on this level either. The boss is death. Aww, I didn't save state. Now I save stated. And then I died. Hello, Bumble. Gotta be careful on this level. You frick. Well, could have wanted to try to avoid the underwater section. Only to go into the underwater section anyway. Ooh. I see you, freaking platform. I stepped there and it's gonna freaking push me up into those spikes. Did you see that? Oh, I figured that switch would go the other way. Oh jeez. Give me air. Oh frick. Well, this is sucks. Head this way. Maybe we'll have a better chance here. If this isn't a freaking trap specifically designed for Sonic, I don't know what is. Like, seriously? There are a lot of Sonic games. That's the thing with Sonic. Unlike Mario, where Nintendo just releases new Mario games, for some reason Sega has it in their heads that they have to like reinvent Sonic with every game, every like new game. It's like, just do more of the good thing. Just make a Sonic game. Like, you don't need to reinvent him every game. Oh my gosh. You need to reinvent him every freaking game. Lordy. That's why Sonic hasn't had any good games in so long. Because the few times that they do make good Sonic games, which there are a few, like, all they did was make a Sonic game. All the bad ones are where they reinvent Sonic. No! But for some odd reason, that's what Sega thinks they have to do. And it's like, no, just make more of the good. Like, they don't reinvent Mario every Mario game. Oh my gosh! Think you have enough freaking spike balls? Here, freaking Eggman? Good lord. Like, really though? What the I keep missing that there's a freaking spike there because of the vines. Ah! I am dead. Because I can't get 2 bubbles. Okay. Spikes. Ugh. Why? Again. Why are there always freaking spikes? Whenever I freaking dodge one problem, I freaking smack into another one. What the? Seriously? As far as I'm aware, all Sonic games share the same canon. Miss. This is it. This is the final boss. He's not so tough. Honestly, this is actually one of the easier final bosses. The hard part of this is just hitting him, because he can be on either side. There's no way to really know which, like, side he's going to be on. He's not so tough. Nope. It's also just a little monotonous because you can only ever get one hit on him. Nope. See, he was all the way on the other side. Once again, on the other side. Nope. He's spawning over on that side. He's getting wise to my ways. See ya. Oh, heck. There we got it. We made it through Sonic 1. Sure, I had to use a few save states. But such is Sonic 1. Frickin'... I've never beaten that without save states or skips or something, you know? But that is my first time actually completing Sonic 1 from start to finish. Like, from level 1 all the way to final egg, or final zone, whatever it calls it. Oh yes, I plan on hitting up Sonic 2 next. Hey, he has 5 emeralds, so it does register that I did get that first one. Also, why are they Chaos Emeralds? Oh! Emeralds are specifically green. Like, literally the thing that makes an emerald is the green color. Fun fact. A ruby and an emerald are the exact same gem. It's literally just the color green that determines whether or not it's an emerald. There it is. My favorite Sonic.